Folks, today I'm going to show you how to set up a Google Classroom. What you'll need to do is go to Glow, and you can see here I have benchmarked the apps that I use most often along the top. Chrome remembers my login, so I just sign in. And when it loads, the Launchpad will load, and hopefully you've set up your apps. And I click on Google Classroom. You can see here that I have a lot of classes already set up. Today I'm going to set up a new Google Classroom called Home Learning, and to do that I'm going to click on the plus sign over here where it says create or join a class. I'm going to go down to create class. The only field that is required is the class name field. I'm going to call this Home Learning April 2020. I like to date the classroom because I add classes from previous years, and then I've got classes for next year already set up. So if I've got them dated with a year group, then it makes it easier to organise them. Also, if you have a first year practical class, for example 1AB1, 1AB2, you want to add the subject after the 1AB1 so that pupils know which subject the classroom is for. When you click on create, it may take a while to load. Just be patient. There's a lot of settings that Google have to do to get the page set up, so just be patient while it loads. So there we go. Here's your home learning classroom setup. You have a stream page, which is where discussion points can be had. You can introduce yourself to the class, so you can put a welcome note. This is nice so that the pupils can have a first interaction with you. So there's my first note that all students, when they log in to the class, they will be able to see this post. What you can do is you can customise your class. So to customise it, you can change this picture at the back, so you can select a theme, and Google has some preset themes already set up for you. You can click one that relates to your theme. So if you work your way through, there's a whole load of themes here. I think I'll go back and I'll choose the tea and coffee one. It doesn't really matter. You can also upload a photo, which will customise the photo for your class. So to get people to join your class, there's a code here. If I click on the 4 wee corners that make a square, the RYBSP66 is the code that you would give out to pupils so that they can join the class. So that wee plus sign that we had at the start, rather than create, if they go to the plus sign and click on join, then you'll get this code put in. They'll be able to join your class. The alternative way to join the class is for you to go to the People tab. What you can do is you can add other teachers from your department into the one subject. So for us, for example, in graphics, we might have a higher graphics class with 2 or 3 teachers in the top section. Then we can add students. So as I said, you can give them the class code, or by clicking on the plus sign here, you can invite students. To invite students, you type their first name, and you'll be able to get a list of everyone with that name in the school. To find a teacher, type their first name and their second name. then you can invite that person as a student. So I've invited Kim here as a student. What I'm going to do is give you the option to join this class as a student. That will then allow you to see what the page looks like from a pupil perspective, which is going to be really handy over the next couple of weeks when you're uploading work and you're asking for pupils to put work back on as an assignment. But I'm going to make a video about that later on. What I'm going to do just now is I'm going to invite a digital student that I have set up on another computer to show you what it looks like from the student perspective when you invite them. So I can also put in the student's email address. And I've got this digital student set up, and I'm just going to click to invite that student. I'm now going to switch over to the pupil page so that you can see what it looks like from their point of view. So on the pupil page, it is very similar to the Google Classroom page that you have. If I click on the plus sign here, you would be asked to put in the class code. So there's the join. Pupils don't have the create class option, so you can join the class here. As you can see here, the home learning page that I set up has appeared on the pupil page. If it doesn't automatically appear, what you can do is press the reload this page button up at the top here, and it should appear. The pupil then has the option to decline your class, but hopefully they select join. And it will open up the class, and you can see here the note that I typed to the class has came up. They have a classwork tab and a people tab, but we're going to come to that later on. So hopefully in the stream, the pupil will then reply. And they can post a wee reply here. So you can see now that in the pupil tab, the pupil has become dark and bold because they have accepted and they have joined. I'm still waiting on Kim to accept. Then I can go back to the stream, and you can see that the comment that the pupil wrote in there has appeared. So it's all live time, and it's very interactive, and it's very quick. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to add resources into the classwork tab up here. I hope this has been of use. If you've got any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.